Valorize your mental health because that is what you got to protect with every little blood of drop in you. Guess what, guys? Christabel has just pushed her man into becoming a wife beater. Yes, the man have just become a wife beater because of Crystal's attitude. Remember, men love respect, okay, and peace. So when they don't find it, what do you expect? They become violent. But we are not supporting Patrick act because Patrick was supposed to have gone the other way around and not the way he has found himself into it. And he did not just become a wife beater, he also has become a cheat. Yes, he is now having extramarital affairs outside without the knowledge or consent of Christel, the wife. Now, what happened? Let's unfold it all. When the husband returned home and Christabel was all dressed up for her premiere, the husband was like, "Hey man, what is happening with you? Where are you going to? I just walked in. I just met somebody sitting in the parlor feeding our baby. And the person introduced herself to me saying that she is the new maid." And I'm like, "What? New maid in my house?" Without us properly discussing or looking for who to bring into the house. Crystal was like, "Call up the crowd. I don't have time here. I'm late for my premiere. I was waiting for you because I am all dressed up to rush for my premiere." So the husband was like, "Okay, then what becomes of our child?" Crystal said the house help will take care of the child. And the husband was like, "How can you entrust a child in the hands of a total stranger? You barely know this lady. I barely know this lady. And you want us to entrust a child into her hands without any proper background checkup?" Christabel was like, "My mother cannot send somebody that she hasn't checked her background or know who she is or her portfolio. So forget about it. Please, you are wasting my time. I am heading to a premiere." The husband was like, "You are going nowhere because this premiere, we haven't discussed it. You didn't tell me you were going anywhere." And Christabel said, "See, I have stayed away from a lot of shows. You can't stop me in this one. I am going. All right, I am just telling you now that I'm heading towards a premiere. And you see this premiere I'm going to party there. A lot of people are going to come there. People of caliber, people of substance that are going to come there, not people like you." And the husband was like, "What do you mean? See, you see this dress I'm putting on? A brand gave it to me to represent it. You see this hair? A brand gave it to me. You see this makeup? Everything on my body, I'm representing a brand. I have to tag them on my social media hand so that my followers can get to their inbox and get them for themselves. So get the hell out of my way." And the husband was like, "Christabel, if you step an inch out of that door, consider this marriage over." And Christabel was like, "I give a freaking damn to that." And she left. The husband was seated in the parlor waiting. Now coming to Ifoma. Ifoma too is there with her husband on the bed. Instead of sleeping, Ifoma is there holding her phone, lamenting that Christabel, sexy Crystal, her role model, hasn't responded to her complaints, to her cry of not having the type of man like Christabel, that her own man is not behaving like that of sexy Crystal. That's Patrick, right? Because she's trying to compare it based on what Crystal is showing them online, which is fake. So as she was complaining, waiting and looking at her phone, the man turned and asked her, "Are you not sleeping?" She said, "I am." And she was murmuring to herself, and the man had to take her to the arms for her to have some rest. Now, coming to Christabel, the sexy Crystal went and partied the whole night, returned back breaking morning. Hey, Madam got in, holding her shoes, that she is just so tired that she needs to go and freshen up and have some rest. And her husband was like, "So this is the hour you are returning? And you never bother calling or even informing me of anything?" Christabel was like, "Please, come on. I'm tired. I need rest. Okay? So you should be my least problem for now." And the husband is like, "I can't say anything because it is wordless. So have your rest." Crystal went and have her rest. Immediately, the husband left for work. Guess what happened? Anita showed up, dressed up all sexily in a crop top look, and presenting the people that the husband got to meet that day in the office. And the husband was just looking at her, lost all over her dressing. And the husband was like, "Oh, see what I am missing. Crystal, you have pushed me to the wall. I am sorry. I just need peace. I have to go in for Anita. Okay? You won't blame me for my actions because I have tried. I have done everything possible for you to change. You have refused to change." Now, he told Anita that, "Anita, can we have a date tonight, 8 p.m.? And Anita was like, "All right, sir. It is my pleasure. I will be there. Catch you 8 p.m. But in the first place, why will you be dressed in such a manner going to the office? Are you going to the club?" Ladies, please, whenever you are stepping out of your house, know the kind of place you are going to and know how to represent in your way of dressing. Because dressing in this manner into the office, it is uncalled for. This is not ethical. This is unprofessional. So, Anita, you failed in this aspect. From the way you dress, from your head to your toe, look at it. Every man will look at you in that manner. So, oh, are you in your mind trying to seduce your boss? We don't know yet. Let's keep watching and find out. Now, they went out for a date. As they were for a date, guess what happened? Sexy Christel was in the house calling. The husband was not picking. And after the date, immediately the husband and Anita fell out together. Yes, they fell out together. They were kissing, romancing. What is all this? You, Patrick, you also think that cheating will resolve the problem in your marriage? No way. It will instead aggravate the situation because you have just invited a third party into your marriage, which is not done like that. So you think Anita will be a solution to you. Meanwhile, Anita will become the more bigger problem in your marriage than Sexy Christel. And as for Sexy Christel, you are the one too that have pushed your husband to his elastic limit because this guy has been patient with you all along. So immediately he finished up with Anita, he returned home late. Christel was seated in the parlor waiting for him. Immediately he got inside the house. What did Christel do? Christel was like, where are you coming from, young man? And he said, are you trying to question me? When you went your own, did you tell me anything? So please shift from my way. By the way, where is my baby? And she said, your baby is sleeping. So let me also go and have my rest. And he had to leave. Christel was murmuring. And immediately they left. Guess what? The next day, it was weekend. So he was in the house. And Anita now called him. Hey, my people. Anita called him. As Anita was calling him, says Christel got the call, sneak out of the room and overheard the call. Anita was like, baby, I need to see you here. Please come spend some time with me before you return back to your house. And he was like, please, I just want to spend some time with my family. Anita was like, blah, blah, blah. Please, you just need to show up. And immediately he allowed them to go. As he was picking up his car key to leave, Sexy Christel had to block his way. Suspense from that. Let's find out what happened. Before that, let's get into Ifeoma. Ifeoma, on her own part, had to light up her camera. She was like, you think you are better than me? You are not better than me. I just discovered that my role model, Sexy Christel, is a scam. So she will start her own social media creation. Her purpose for creating this social media platform is to expose Sexy Christel because Sexy Christel has been destroying a lot of lives out there, and it's God that have just saved her because her marriage was also at the brink of going down. So immediately she started her own content creation, lights up her camera, and she was saying, hi Bursty, this and that, this and that. And when she finished doing the video, guess what happened? She was watching TV with her man, but she was more focused with her phone checking. Her videos wasn't going viral. Her video wasn't having views. Her video wasn't having likes, no comment. So she was worried. And the husband was like, what is going on, babe? You are worried from the look of things. And she said, I just made a video. Nobody have watched it. It's just 8 views. No comment, nothing. And the husband was like, give it some time, okay? Don't worry. Give it some time. Consistency will pay in. Give in some time and be consistent. Over time, you will discover that there will be changes, okay? You are still new. People need to discover you. So just be calm. And she was like, no, I want to be more than Sexy Christel. And the husband was like, Sexy Christel, isn't that your role model? She is no longer my role model again. No, I discovered that this lady is a scam. This lady is a big liar and I need to expose her. And the husband was like, calm down. Didn't I tell you that don't believe anything you see on social media? Social media is a scam. Some of them are big liars. So when you follow them without using your brain, you are going to lose everything that you have on you. Maybe you want to see you are the one that is having a better life more than that person that is even showing it on social media. So I want you, but you never listen. And Ifeoma was like, Emeka, yes, you want me, but now I have discovered the reality of it. That is why I am going to make videos to expose her so that she will stop destroying other people's lives and marriages as well. Enough of this, her madness. And also, I sent something fishy here because Christel is no longer posting her child nor her husband again online. Therefore, there is fire the mountain. Something is going on in the house there and I need to find out, okay? Don't bother. I will expose Christel myself and other people will benefit from it. And the husband just smiled and said, go on, girl. You have my permission. One thing too here is that I'm just so happy that Ifeoma just realized herself because Ifeoma was already going astray, trying to destroy what God has given her in the name of Sexy Christel, in the name of following an influencer that is fake and deceitful. I'm just so happy that Ifeoma had to realize herself that is still too early for her to make amends. Now, coming to Sexy Christel, the D-Day just arrived. Sexy Christel blocked the husband that the husband is going nowhere. The husband was like, you can't stop me. Oh. The husband was in his heart, I need to go and see my side chick. Please, I will not stay here and be having this headache with you. And Sexy Christel blocked the way. The man pushed Sexy Christel. Sexy Christel fell on the ground. Sexy Christel was shocked. She was like, you push me, Patrick? For the very first time, you pushed me on the floor because I'm stopping you not to go out. Patrick was like, enough of this. I've tolerated enough from you. I am tired. What is it, Seth? Is it a crime that I got married to you? Continue with your illegal stuffs. I'm no longer with you. Right now, as you see me, my head is already outside. I am going out to catch up with my friends, and you won't stop me. And Christabel got up, blocked the way, do as women used to do, right? That you can't do anything. You won't leave. You won't go. And immediately, Patrick had to slap her. And she fell off, and Patrick left. Christel was shocked. Me, myself, I was shocked. Patrick, I think you are going too far. You are going too far, Patrick. At times, you knew this lady, but you came in. If you see that it is not worth it, it is not going. It shouldn't resort to domestic violence now, because now like that, you're already gradually become a wife beater without knowing. Before you want to know it, this marriage will become so toxic, so abusive, that it will endanger the life of somebody. Guys, you people should be very careful out there with the way you do things, okay? Especially young ladies out there. Mind who you follow. Mind who you follow. Mind who you take advice from. Mind who you give attention to, because you can destroy your life without you knowing. Look at Informer. Look at other people. They have destroyed their life. Look at Sexy Christel herself. Even in her own marriage, her man is not finding peace there. Her man is just so tired of the toxic environment. Now, what will become of their child? Their child will grow up in that kind of environment. Let's keep watching to find out what Sexy Christel is going to do. Now, coming to Patrick. Patrick left when I saw his side chick, Anita. They were there together, making out, as you can see on the screen, enjoying themselves while Christel is home, feeling the pain and waiting for Patrick to return back here. But now, Anita discovered that this guy is having a problem. And when she tried to find out what the problem was, Patrick said, no, leave it, because Patrick doesn't want to share his marital affair out with anybody. So let's find out to see what becomes of Patrick and Anita, and also what becomes of Sexy Christel, and what becomes of Informer as well. Would Informer expose Christel? Everything turning against Christel, or will Christel retaliate? Let's watch and see in the next video. Please, if this is your first time watching us, kindly subscribe to join this masterpiece, okay? And also valorize your mental health, because what you can do to yourself is to first of all value yourself, give peace to yourself, and the peace will transcend to the people around you. See you in our next video. From me to you all is love.